Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us today for this event, Introduction to the World of Fermentation for Food Professionals. To begin, I would like to invite the Charge d'Affaires ad interim of the Embassy of Japan in Romania, Mr. Tatsuo Kitagawa, to deliver the opening remarks. Mr. Kitagawa, please.
Thank you very much. Dear Miss Mariana Popa, Marketing Manager of Bilancia, and dear Mr. Hikaru Ogura, and dear esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. It's my honor to welcome you to all this esteemed gathering, where we have the privilege of listening to Mr. Hikaru Ogura, a distinguished fermentation designer from Japan. Mr. Ogura is also an owner of the Hakko Department, a shop and restaurant that specializes in fermented food from Japan. So today's lecture promises to be very entertaining, offering us insight into a century-old tradition. Food fermentation is not just a culinary technique, it's also a reflection of our culture heritage, passed down through generations. Mr. Ogura's expertise in fermentation design represents the Japanese commitment to excellence and creativity. Today's lecture, hosted here at the Bilancia, further symbolize the strong bonds of friendship and cooperation between Japan and Romania. Bilancia, with its dedication to quality and innovation, served as an ideal platform for us to explore the science of food fermentation. In Japan, fermentation is revered as an art form, from the miso paste to the simple yet complex soy sauce. Similarly, Romania has a rich tradition of fermented food, reflecting the country's agricultural abundance. During my stay here in Romania, I have tried many, and from the flavor of pickled vegetables to the rich complexity of fermented dairy products like telemea or kasha. These dishes are both delicious and nutritious. The lecture of Mr. Ogura offers us a unique opportunity to explore the connection between Japanese and Romanian fermentation cultures. I extended my sincere gratitude to Mr. Hikaru Ogura for sharing his expertise with us, and to Bilancia for graciously hosting this event. And I hope that today's lecture will be a source of inspiration of good and healthy food to everyone here. And thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kitagawa. And now I would like to give the floor to Mrs. Mariana Popa, Marketing Manager of Bilancia, our generous host for this event.
Eu voi ține speech-ul în română. Domnule Kitagawa, domnule Ogura și domnișoara atașat cultural, vă mulțumim mult, cu căldură vă mulțumim pentru că suntem onorați că sunteți aici alături de noi și pentru a celebra arta culinară japoneză și produsele fermentate care contribuie la unicitatea acesteia. Suntem onorați să vă avem astăzi alături de noi și atâția invitați pasionați de cultura gastronomică japoneză. Aș dori să vă mulțumesc tuturor pentru prezența voastră aici, deoarece faceți acest eveniment mult mai frumos. Domnul Ogura, vă recunoaștem expertiza în domeniul produselor fermentate japoneze și suntem profund onorați să vă avem aici prezența dumneavoastră. Așteptăm cu nerăbdare să împărtășiți cu noi secretele și tehnicile care fac gastronomia japoneză atât de unică și rafinată. Dragi invitați, vă mulțumim mult pentru că ați ales să fiți aici alături de noi. Fiecare dintre voi aduceți contribuție unică la toată această atmosferă, așa că vă rog frumos să puneți întrebări, să explorați această oportunitate cât de mult puteți pentru a face evenimentul cât mai interactiv și sperăm să vă bucurați mult și să-l găsiți util. Vă mulțumesc pentru prezența dumneavoastră și vă urez un eveniment plin de descoperiri. Mulțumim!
Thank you very much. And now let me introduce briefly our guest for today. Born in Tokyo in 1983, Mr. Hikaru Ogura is a fermentation designer who studied this process at Tokyo University of Agriculture. He established a fermentation laboratory in Koshu City, Yamanashi Prefecture, and is known for his innovative workshops. Hikaru Ogura holds workshops and develops products across Japan with the aim of using design to reveal the hidden action of microorganisms. His product, Temaya Miso no Uta, is a song, and it was the winner of 2014's Good Design Award competition. He also wrote a fermentation anthropology, and of course, he will be very glad to address you today for this event. So, Mr. Ogura, please.
Okay. I have. Good morning. Buona jiwa for everyone. I'm very happy to see you in Monday a.m. It's the hardest timing in a week, so I'm so glad to see you. Anyway, so as they introduced me, I'm a specialist of fermentation culture and fermented foods based in Japan. So can I give you my presentation with a slide? Yes. So I'm working in the territory of the gastronomy, specialized in koji. So today I'll give you my presentation about the koji gastronomy. So at the first, I want to ask, is anyone know the koji already? What is koji? Is there anyone who tried to make your own koji by yourself? 2 people. Wow, that's great. So okay, so as I'm specialist of the fermentation culture, so I have several backgrounds. The first is the design and art. So I was designer. So then I studied the microbiology in my second university, and also I studied the anthropology and the food studies. So I have several background too, and I connected the several different things into the fermentation culture. So everyone called me fermentation designer. So my work is not how can I say usual researcher. Always I make so many project that everyone can touch the invisible world of the microbes easily with the design and art. And this is my shop, Hakko department. Hakko department is Hakko means a fermentation department. So in Tokyo, so I'm working with a lot of global chefs, for example, like Noma in Copenhagen or Basque Culinary Institute of the San Sebastian, Spain, and also the like Blue Hills in New York. So of course I'm living in Japan, but my shop is open for everyone who curious about the koji gastronomy. So my shop is full of the guests from overseas. So in here you can find over 600 products about the Japanese fermented foods. And also my work as a researcher is like this, making a book about the fermentation. So this book is my best, one of my best sellers. So maybe it published over 60,000 copies, maybe. I don't know actually, but it became a big seller in Japan and also in Taiwan and in China, and then now is our French edition is still going. So with many projects, how can I say? I design the new fermentation culture. So as the first introduction, so actually for us, the fermented foods, the fermentation culture is belong to the local heritage of our Japanese culture. But in the same time, it becoming a hip culture like gastronomy. So I want to connect it two in one, the new fermentation culture. So our symbol is of course koji. So in microbiology, my specialty is the fungus. So the koji is basically the special fungus, the local fungus living in maybe only in Japan, like this. So this picture is the fungus flower on the rice. So our ancestors named that is a rice flower. Koji means rice flower. So it's a very beautiful words. This is koji. So I think, can you buy koji in Bucharest? No. Okay, I have to export. And the koji is actually about the koji. Still today, there are so many mysteries, so many secrets of this. So, but we can say that is a strong producer of enzymes. So the koji has so many enzymes to break down the ingredients of the foods. So we know that the koji function, the other a supplement, the health supplement, and also that is a very important point that the koji can become the intermediate for other microbes like lactic acid bacteria or yeast or sometimes so the acetobacter, so making a vinegar. So the grace of the koji, so the Japanese fermented foods has a complicated taste and very dedicated flavor. So that's our special things. So and they also the maybe you know the koji is a producer of umami. Umami is a specific taste of Japan. So the koji has several aspects. So the for over 1,000 years, our ancestor the profit the koji functions like this, and also the koji is the strong connection with our legend. So this picture is Japanese first heroes um, in the history called Susanoo. So he killed the big serpent, big dragon, with a strong alcohol made by the koji. So a kind of sake. So for us, the fermented foods like sake or koji, of course, it's very useful for everyone. And in the same time, it's a super natural things for the god or for the monsters like this. So for in the past, 1,000 years ago, the koji the koji chef was a priest. So the normal people couldn't use the koji. So and also the koji culture developed with the Zen foods of the Buddhism. So actually the 1,000 years ago, the Japanese government, Japanese emperor prohibited the animal protein like beef, meat, pork, and eggs, milk. So they prohibited almost all animal proteins. So we had to invent the plant-based culture, plant-based food culture. So and the motivation was the Buddhism. So the Buddhism monk had a lot of plant-based foods like this, and about this food culture, the koji was very, very important. So in our traditional foods, the always no animal protein and just a little bit of fish and the koji umami. So normally we can't use the oil, animal proteins, and the milk. So but our daily food is enough rich because of koji. So this is a special shrine for koji. So of the Ise shrine, the Ise shrine did one of the first shrine, biggest shrine in Japan. So every 2 months, so the priest serve koji for the god, and also the koji makes so many fermented foods like shoyu, miso, mirin. So maybe after this lecture, you'll taste the seasonings. So shoyu, miso, mirin, and also vinegar, and sake, and Japanese spirits. So many things. These are based on koji. So maybe my lecture is boring for you. I'm worrying about this. So instead of the lecture, my suggestion, let's dance. So please watch my animation. So about koji. So this animation explain what is koji and how to make, and what is a health function for the human body, like that. So everyone can understand about the koji with this animation, and I hope you can understand the koji with dancing. It's better way. So this is Koji dance. Okay, so please stand up. I'll give you a dance lecture. So to understand what is Koji scientifically, so please stand up. Can you help me? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So please follow me like this. So this is the how can I say the form of the Koji in Chinese character. So it means rice. So okay, let's go. Koji moko moko. Koji moko moko. Umami up. Amami up. Okay. So I will explain about this. So this means rice, and the moko moko means onomatope or the growing the spores of fungus. Moko moko. So it bloom like flowers. So koji moko moko, it means the spores is growing on the rice. Then, as you know, the umami up, and the amami is means sweetness. So the sweetness up. So it means with growing the spores, the koji makes two enzymes. Okay, let's continue. Koji moko moko koji moko moko umamimasu amamimasu. Okay, so let's make pair two of you. So please come. Yes. And please come. So yes, make a pair like this. Make a pair like this. はい。では、please follow me. 分解チョキチョキ分解チョキチョキ Okay, I will explain. So the enzymes, Koji enzymes function as a scissor like this. So the Koji has two scissors. The one scissor is a scissor for the proteins. So proteins. So this enzyme scissor decompose the protein into the amino acid, special amino acid. That is the source of umami, right? Then other scissors, either for making the glucose, the grape sugar. So this enzyme scissors decompose starch into the sugar, so glucose. So the Koji has two scissors. So the umami and the sugarness. So the umami and sugarness is a great balance of Japanese cuisine. So the fermented foods. Okay, so please follow me. 分解チョキチョキ分解 means decomposing. 分解チョキチョキ Yes. So please turn like this and make make a circle on your eyes. So it means a microscope. So let's watch the small fungus with a microscope, and it turn like watch. So it dive into the invisible world of the microbes like this. And finally, we found the Koji. Yay. Yay. Okay, that's all. So one more time, please follow me. So 分解チョキチョキ分解チョキチョキメカマイクロスコープうまみます甘みます Yay. Okay, so okay, let's do one more time with from the beginning. Yes. こじもこもここじもこもこうまみます甘みます You are perfect. 分解チョキチョキ分解チョキチョキうまみます甘みます Okay, so we'll dance with the music. Okay. So actually the dance is very fast. So it's very nice for exercise.
漢字で書くとお米の花、お米と麦に麹菌が生えたもの。麹はね、食べられるカビです。
Okay, let's go.
日本にしか
Please follow me. Yes. 麹もこもこ麹もこもこうまみます甘みます分解チョキチョキ分解チョキチョキうまみます甘みますはい Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Okay, please come back to my presentation. Yes. So the Koji culture is the long history of over 1,000 years. So I don't know why, but our ancestors 1,000 years ago found the invisible fungus, and also they made a special technique to preserve the fungus. So without a microscope, that is a great thing. So the definition of koji is a fermented grain with koji mold. So the how can I say? Let's say the koji kin is a fermentation starter, the spores of the fungus like white powder, a little bit like similar like the drug. So koji is used for so many things. Stuff. The first is seasonings like miso, soy sauce, and vinegar, like this. And the second purpose is for liquor, like sake, and also shochu. So do you know shochu? Shochu is a spirit from the sake. Slightly different, but yes, we can say that from sake. And also there's also other purpose like amazake. Amazake is a Japanese sweet, traditional sweets from the koji. And actually koji is not only in Japan, so that is a specific culture of the East Asia. So the borderline is the India, or the especially northeast India, like Kolkata. Kolkata is a borderline. So I did so many field work in India. So actually the west to India, you can't find the koji fermentation. So like the yogurt and bread and the liquor like beer. So the east of the India, you can see the fungus koji fermentation. So like tempeh or Japanese miso and the Korean meju and the Chinese rice wine, shokoshu. So many things. The key is more the fungus. So as a starter, so the biological feature of the koji is actually this normally aspergillus has a strong poison toxin like aflatoxin, but the koji, in case of koji, I don't know why, but the koji mold doesn't have the poison. So and some researchers said 1,000 years ago, the koji aspergillus had the poison, but the brewer changed their DNA, no toxic. So I don't know the truth, but it's sure that there is over 10 wholesalers of the koji mold. So their history is over 500 years, very old history. So that's sure they modified their aspergillus DNA. So finally we success to get the umami from the koji mold. So the umami is basically, it means a combination of the several amino acids like glutamic acid and the mainly glutamic acid, but there are so many other amino acids. So this combination of the amino acid, we feel the specific taste. So in English dictionary, you can find the words of umami. So so to speak, umami can't be translated the other words. So so many koji strains in Japan. So I said there is a wholesaler of the koji mold. So they have the huge catalog of the koji strain. So for example, so this black strain is for making awamori. Yeah, awamori is a Japanese spirit of extreme south. And also this green strain is for making seasonings mainly. And also the red one is for making soybean cheese. So there are so many strains and so many purpose. So the brewer select their own species, their own strains with a catalog, then profit for their manufacture. I think that I don't know clearly, but you can find over 1,000 strains from the catalogs. So huge catalog. So also the koji is known that has so many health crime like that. So the basic function is a digestive function. So now the amazake, the koji sweet, is becoming so popular in overseas. So some people understand the amazake is works as a digestive supplement. So in the in our tradition, in the past, 100 years ago, so in the summertime, so the Japanese summer is so hot and so wet, so the sick people or older people or small children, babies, sometimes it's hard to eat something, hard to digest something. So they profit the amazake to digest easily. So it's really like supplement, and so many vitamins. And now in Japan, for the medical maker, the making a supplement with koji is becoming a trend, big trend, and also the skincare product. So it's also big trend. So how can I say, the putting the cream made with koji, then your skin will be very nice. So okay, let's introduce some seasonings and sake, the koji products. So the first is the miso. Do you know miso? Is anyone know the miso? Miso is a basic product of the all of Japanese seasonings. So the miso is a fermented soybean with koji. So the material is very simple, but fermentation process is complicated. So it's very, very different from the Western fermented foods. So the fermentation process is like this. So the koji decompose. Do you remember the bunkai choki choki, bunkai choki choki? So at the beginning, koji decompose the starch into the glucose. So the glucose is a good food for the other microbes like yeast and the lactic acid bacteria. So in the process of miso fermentation, at the first period, of course, the koji works. Then the lactic acid bacteria works. Then yeast works. So finally the three variation of fermentation occurs in the soybeans. Then the taste become so complicated. And then I'll introduce you the amazake. Amazake. So is anyone who try to make your own amazake? Okay, just one people. Do you like amazake? Yes, I'm so happy. So the amazake is it's like a koji soup. So the making amazake is very easy. So the koji and the hot water, like 60 degree, mix in a jar, for example, in a jar, and they keep warm like 60 degree for 6 to 8 hours. Then the amylase, the special enzyme makes a sugarness works. Then you can taste very sweet soup of koji. So it contains so many vitamins. So in Japan, so many young girls prefer the amazake now. It is for the aesthetic effects, and also the soy sauce shoyu is also the basic product of the Japanese foods. It's similar like miso. So we can say that is a liquid miso, but it's more dry than miso. So the purpose the is slightly different from miso. So the mainly shoyu is for raw fish. So as you know, Japanese people love the raw fish like sushi or sashimi. So sometimes the raw fish is slightly oily, and the smells just a little bit strong sometimes. So this soy sauce, dry soy sauce, works very good with fresh materials and raw materials. So it balances the smell and the taste. So it's very useful for everything, the soy sauce. So actually now in United States, the craft soy sauce is becoming a big trend. So they use shoyu for the barbecue, and also they prefer the shoyu ramen. So I'm so surprised that I went to the Whole Foods in Los Angeles, and I saw the big uh, big shelf, big part of the shoyu selling. So I found over 30 variations of the high class shoyu, like 10 $10 per bottles. It was very expensive. So I will explain scientifically how koji decompose the ingredients. So as I said, the two enzymes, amylase and protease. So amylase makes a glucose, and the protease makes an amino acids. Then the glucose makes the other fermentations. Let's say that is a lactic acid bacteria, and also the yeast and the other bacteria. Anyway, the glucose is a very popular food for every living things. Same also us human beings. So the baby loves the sweet foods. Is the same. So it is the same situation for the so many microbes. And also the amino acid is either how can I say, the well decomposed ingredient. So almost three. So there's no bacteria who can decompose the amino acids because there are too broken. So too broken structure. So the very small ingredient, the amino acids. So it's very easy for digestion, our digestion. So the easy for digestion means delicious. So the human body and the human lung feel the delicious with small contents, very small contents. So actually the amino acid is made from the protein. So the protein is a big content like this. So the big contents. So the koji decompose the protein, other small umami, small amino acids like this. So when the human lung catch the big things, there's no taste. But if it's small like this, like amino acid, you feel it's delicious. So why the fermented foods is delicious? Because because there is a decomposing function of the bacteria or fungus. So the microbes decompose every ingredient into the small contents. So we feel several variations of the taste. That is a secret of the fermented foods. So the grace of the koji enzymes, so the fermented foods, Japanese fermented foods, includes complicated taste and the health effect. So that's why so many chefs all over the world are curious about the koji fermentation. And also the sake is becoming a big trend in for example, North Europe, like Denmark, or in France, or in the United States, and also in Korea and China, the sake is becoming a big product. So the sake is anyone tried sake already? Oh, almost everyone. Wow. Did you taste the sake in the restaurant or in restaurant? Okay. Not here. Okay, it was good. Yes, yes. So I love sake. So actually, I'm international ambassador of the sake culture, um, uh, permitted by the foreign minister. So actually, so I love sake, but sometimes in overseas, some stock of sake is it should be not good because of the preservation. So I hope today, so there are so many good condition sake, so you can taste the good ones. And actually the sake fermentation is enough complicated. So compare with the wine and the Japanese sake, either the fermentation process is a completely different. So the wine is a single fermentation. Sometimes lactic acid fermentation, but normally single fermentation. So Japanese sake is a 3 different fermentation. So as you know, the alcohol fermentation process is always like that. It's very simple, but compare with wine and sake, the step to the alcohol fermentation process is completely different. So like this. So the left is in case of wine. The right is in case of sake. So the grape is very, very simple. So the yeast decompose the glucose inside of the grapes. Then the brewer can get the alcohol. It's very simple. But in case of sake like this, so in the rice, there's no glucose, there's no sugar, so only starch. So as you know, the koji, the choki, the starch into the glucose, and that is the first step of the sake fermentation. So the second step is a lactic acid fermentation. So compare is the grapes and the rice. So rice, there's no acidity, there's no sourness. So for the yeast fermentation, it needs acidity to block the other microbes. So we profit the lactic acid bacteria, and get the situation of the low pH, where finally the yeast works. So like this, so the sake is has so many steps of the fermentation. So each sake has a unique taste, different taste, because of the so many parameters like this. So if you come to Japan, please visit the breweries. I hope not only one, several breweries. So each brewery has different techniques and different microbes sometimes. So they also have the huge stock of yeast, for example. So the brewer can control the so many tastes with their own sake. So that's why sake is that tastes very different. So after we'll try the difference. Okay, so in the end of the presentation, so I'll show you the map to understand the Japanese fermented foods. So this is the geography of the Japan. So there's an ocean, river, mountain, and in the field there's rice paddy. So for our food culture, anyway, the rice paddy is always in the center. So the rice come from the rice paddy. So that is the first things. Then koji made by rice, amazake made by koji, sake made by amazake. That is a basic connection of the koji fermentation. So please understand the first ecosystem of the rice fermentation. So almost every fermented foods in Japan are based on this ecosystem. Okay, let's continue. So the other thing is the soybean. So you can see soybeans on the border of the rice paddy. So actually the soybean is very important for the rice paddy because the soybean can fix the nitrogen under the ground. So the soybean roots get the nitrogen from the air. So this nitrogen is a good, of course, is a good for the rice. So always soybean and rice is a pair in the traditional agriculture. So miso is made from soybean. And do you know natto is a sticky beans? Do you like natto? I love natto. Yeah, it's my favorite. So the natto is also made from soybean. And the natto bacteria is different from other fermented foods. So the natto is a very, very important source of the protein for Japanese people who couldn't eat the animal protein. And also beside of the rice paddy, the farmers grow the barley or wheat. So the shoyu is a blend of the soybean and the wheat. So actually the shoyu koji is different from sake. So the shoyu koji made by soybean and wheat. So this is other ecosystem of the umami. So the rice ecosystem create the sugarness and alcohol normally, and this soybean and the barley wheat fermentation makes the umami. So that is a second ecosystem of the Japanese fermented foods. And also in the mountain, there is so many vegetables. And the pickles made from vegetables, that is works as a preservation food. And also in the ocean, there are so many fish and the sushi. Maybe you know sushi. Sushi is actually the in origin. Sushi was pickles, pickles. So the nowadays everybody image sushi as a fresh fish, but it's not true. So in the beginning, the sushi is a preservation technique of the raw fish with basically lactic acid bacteria. So the third ecosystem is a preservation food by the mainly lactic acid fermentation and sometimes the vinegar fermentation. So that is an outline of the Japanese fermentation. And plus, for example, vinegar made from sake. So sometimes vinegar makes sushi. So the vinegar is also important part of the seasonings. And the sake leaves made from sake, of course. And sometimes sake leaves makes vinegar. So the sake leaf is also important byproduct for making other fermented foods. And the shochu is made by sake. And also after please try the mirin. Mirin is slightly complicated to explain, but the mirin is a kind of amazake. So the same concept. So when you make the amazake, you use water, but instead of water, if you use shochu, so it become mirin. So the mirin is a hybrid of the shochu and amazake. So it's a sweet seasonings. Okay, so this is all of the almost all of the variation of the Japanese fermentation culture. So if you come to Japan, please visit the countryside to understand this ecosystem. So actually, I'm organizing the special tourist program for the guests from overseas to visit the breweries and the rice paddy or very old city area to study the Japanese food culture. So I hope you visit to Japan anytime. Please contact with me. Okay. So my lecture is finished or done. Thank you very much. So we'll have a 5 minutes break, 10 minutes break. Okay. So after, please come back and taste the seasonings and the sake. So please check the paper. So I noted the spec. Okay, so okay, I'll introduce from the shoyu. So I prepared the 4 variation of shoyu. So the soft shoyu, standard shoyu, and the gluten-free, only soybean shoyu, and this is a double fermented shoyu. So the taste becoming stronger from the left to right. And the miso is that there is 7 misos. So this is a standard one, either rice koji miso. And this is a barley koji miso. The koji is different, variation of koji different. And this is a cheesy miso, the cheese-like miso. And this is a very unique miso. The fermented with same same bacteria as the wash cheese. And this is a gluten-free miso, so only soybeans. And this is a white sweet miso. And this is also very unique. Only barley koji miso. There's no soybean. And this is a chili paste miso with a kanzuri. So this is also a very local product. Hi. Okay, so I prepare 2 millings. So the one is the milling which you can get in Romania. So and this one is a traditional milling. Please compare to both. So actually this milling is not so bad, but the main ingredient is sugar and amino acid. So it means industrial milling. And this traditional milling is made from only rice. So the same technique as amazake. Instead of water, the brewer uses shochu, Japanese spirit. So it has a strong alcohol, like 15 degree of alcohol. Yeah. Actually, it's very nice as a dessert wine. So in the kitchen, often I drink it as a dessert wine. It's very nice. Yeah, and that's right. So you can't find it in Romania, in Japan too. So the traditional milling is very rare. So normally you can't buy that in supermarket. But there are 5 traditional milling brands in my shop. So, and also please compare the vinegar also. So this vinegar is a normal vinegar with a rapid fermentation, like 2 days, for example. So the main ingredient is industrial alcohol, ethanol. So this one is unfiltered traditional fermentation vinegar. So this made by only rice, like milling, rice and koji. So it's with a very long time fermentation, like over 1 year. So the ingredient is only rice. The taste is completely different from normal one. You can feel so many umami and the sugarness of the koji. And I will explain about the kanzuri. This one, chili miso. So this product, either making process is always in winter, the coldest season in a year. So the first step of fermentation. So the brewers put the chili under the snow for a couple of months, 1 month, 2 months, like that, under the snow. Then the water push out towards the snow. So how can I say, the snow absorb the water in the chili. So after the brewer mix the, how can I say, fermented chili and the koji and the salt in the tank, like miso. So then ferment for at least 3 years, sometimes 6 years in the tank. Then you can taste the kanzuri flavor like this. It's a very mature flavor, and also it works very nice with, for example, the chicken, for the chickens, and also it's very nice with the wine, and also this sometimes craft beer like IPA, and I think that is a traditional product, but it has a modern taste. So I can recommend everyone the kanzuri.
Process of the gluten-free soy sauce is the same process, just without the bun. It tastes
Gluten-free shoyu. Gluten-free shoyu. Okay, so I'll explain the gluten-free shoyu how to make. So it's very simple. So the steam the soybean and put the koji spores onto it. Then the koji fermentation happen for 3-4 days, and put the soybean koji in the tank and add the salt water. That's all. So waiting for for example, 6-7 months, you can get the gluten-free shoyu. So it's very simple. So it's very similar like Korean, how can I say, Korean seasonings like meju or kanjang, like that. So compare with the other shoyu, less umami, and there is a strong acidity, sourness. So it goes very nice with beef, for example. So anyway, it's very it's not so bad with Western food culture. Yeah. Okay. Any other question? There are so many things. Yeah. Of course. Of course. Three times expensive. But yeah, but it was to buy. Yeah, it's worth to buy, definitely. So actually the traditional milling either it needs a lot of time, and also it needs a special ingredient, and plus tax system. Yeah, so the milling has the 50 degree of alcohol, so the brewery have to pay for the tax minister. Yeah, so that's why it's expensive. So in the supermarket, normally the milling means milling like something without alcohol. But the chef, the good chef, all of a good chef knows our traditional milling like this. So the variation of the sugarness, sweetness is different. So scientifically, the things like imitation milling, let's say imitation milling. So the sweetness is the sucrose. Sucrose is a double combined sugar. So in the structure, the molecular structure. So the very bold sweetness and there's a strong attack like this. So in your lung, so in the case of this kind of meeting, so the main ingredient is a glucose. So there is a single sugarness in the molecular structure. So the impression is a very elegant. Then no, the attack is not so strong. It's like this, very mild, very soft, and it's not so aggressive, but it lasts very long on the aftertaste. So that is the difference. So as you know, for making the Japanese cuisine, so the sweetness is very, very important. So sometimes normal sugar, sucrose, is too aggressive for the Japanese cuisine. So the good chef select the mirin glucose to add the elegant sweetness. So that is Mirin's role, Mirin's mission. You are welcome. Acidity, 4, 4.5 maybe, 4.2, 4.2. So normally yeah, 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 yeah. So yes. Do you like it? So did you try this vinegar? How do you think about it? So which one do you like? This one? Yeah. So uh, this vinegar is a non-filtered vinegar. So yes, so the traditional vinegar and Japanese vinegar is also the 3 steps of the fermentation. The first fermentation is a koji fermentation. So then sake fermentation, then vinegar fermentation. So there's 3 steps. So in the process of the sake fermentation, uh, how can I say, the yeast body um, uh, either go down in the tank. So this vinegar either including a lot of yeast body and also the unfiltered mash of the sake and the koji. So that's why there's so many umami and deepness of the flavor. Of course. So normally the sushi vinegar includes the sugar and the amino acid. And anyway, so it's a bit complicated, but you can make the very simple sushi rice with this vinegar. So without sugar, without amino acid. It depends on the people, but how can I say, as you are a chef, so maybe you know the the simple taste is better than, how can I say, often the simple is better than complicated. So the simple cooking makes a dedicated taste, dedicated flavor, but actually the complicated cooking, adding so many things, sugar into it, and the shoyu into it, and the oil, and the chili, so everything in it. So it's very easy to understand for everyone. Is a complicated things. So the simple things is sometimes the few people can understand the sensitivity. So but my seasonings like this is for the simple cooking always. Yeah, yeah. はい。ありがとうございます。じゃあ、 Okay, so the sake tasting time? Okay. So now it's 11 a.m. Let's taste sake. じゃあどうしようかな。大丈夫です。はい。はい。じゃあ、こっちがいいです。はい。Okay, so let's start from the sparkling sake. Sparkling sake. So this sake is the Masumi Brewery in Nagano Prefecture. So it's very old brewery. They has over 300 years history. So their sake is very clear. So the Masumi means how can I say? In the clear mirror. So the clear like mirror. So the taste is also very clear. So you are right. It's the same technique of champagne. Yeah. So the gas CO2 is made from the second fermentation in the bottle. So it's a completely same as a champagne. Hi. お願いします。そうですね。はい。So the difference is the variation of the fungus. So this cause is a black fungus and the normal fungus, white fungus. So that color made by the microbes. So actually, so the material is same rice, but the variation, the strain of the aspergillus is different, very different. So this strain has a strong acidity of the quinotic acid. So quinotic acid. So you can make the black amazake taste like pineapple juice. Yeah. So it's very useful for making for example, Chinese cuisine, and also the south part Japanese cuisine. It's very nice. And yes. Can you make more koji from already done? So yes, you can. You can like kefir yogurt, right? So without new spores from all the koji, right? Yes, you can. But you have to know the special technique to grow the spores. So you have to steam the rice and keep it in a hot environment. Yeah, right? Yeah, right. もうどんどんやってください。人数多いし。はい、じゃあ。僕もマスミちょっと飲みたいです。So, how do you think about the sparkling sake? Is nice? Yeah. Yeah. So until 5 years ago, so the Japanese sake distributor was not good quality, right? So the exported sake that was always how can I say, not so popular sake. So there's no market in Japan, so export. So you imagine that? So the quality was not so good, but this kind of sake is quite famous in Japan also. It means a very good quality.
Those three are like available from France, and it
So the second sake is Terada Brewery in Chiba Prefecture. Is also very, very old history, old brewery. History over 350 years around it, or more, I think. So maybe you will be surprised at this sake because this sake is made with a natural fermentation. So the completely different from first glass. Pardon? Ah, yeah, you're right. So the this second Terada's sake, so they use their wild microbes, so their own koji spores and their own yeast and their own lactic acid bacteria. So the taste completely different from other sake. So they are always focused on the locality. So and also the normal sake brewing in the fermentation process, the brewer control the temperature strictly under 10 degrees, for example, in the winter time. So they use air conditioner, they use cold wind like this, but this brewery doesn't control the situation. So they always they let the microbes free. Yeah, the natural fermentation and also the wild fermentation. So this sake is very, very popular for the organic lovers. Yeah. Third one. Third one は、これどこでしたっけ？朝原酒造さんですね。Okay, so yeah, 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 yeah. Your expression is good, very good. Yeah, that's why I can imagine the taste from your words. So the Jill stocks, the preservation is very nice, very nice. The taste as it is. 飲みます。So the third glass is also the other different taste impression. So the third glass is the sweetness is a key. So this sweetness come from the koji enzymes. So it's a similar like meaning. So the unique sweetness, how can I say, compare with normal sugar, the impression is very mild, and the attack is not so strong. So the slowly rising and the last longer, like this. Yeah. Yes, that's right. So this kind of sake, so the herbal ingredients is very nice with that, as you say, and also this kind of sake is goes very nice with a potato, for example. Yeah. potato and the herbs and the white fish, like especially cod fish, for example, and and the mackerel. Uh,
これ日本で飲むとそんなに高くないじゃないですか。Like if you buy in Japan, like one bottle could be like
uh, 15 euros. Yes.
in Japan. But like often usually like when I bought it from France, it was like 30 to 40 euro per bottle. So, plus like distribution.
Tofu. 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 So tofu is not fermented food. Yes. So you are interested in the tofu, right? Can you buy tofu in Romania? Yes. Okay. So the tofu is not fermented foods. But in China, there's so many fermented tofu. But in Japan, tempeh is fermented. Yes. And in the south part of Japan, you can find red tofu, red tofu curd. It's bright like cheese, so washed cheese or tofu. Yeah, you can find that. But it's not popular in Japan. But it's not popular. Not popular. Not at all. Okay, tempeh is an Indonesian food. No, Indonesia. But I love it, tempeh. So actually the tempeh microbes is not aspergillus, other fungus.
He didn't speak yet about this.
Okay. So the fourth glass is the中条本家激渋ですね。Okay, so theジェトロで、はい。Okay, so the fourth glass is also still different from others. So the point is, how can I say, the nuance of alcohol. So to taste the sake, please focus on the three different sections of the taste: the first impression, and the flavor in your mouth, and the aftertaste. That's a three part. There are three parts. So they actually, for example, this one, sparkling one, is a first impression is very strong, so very clear. The aroma like citrus. So the second one is the flavor in the mouth is very strong. So the very complicated, rich flavor spread in your mouth. And this one is the aftertaste is most important. So that you feel a nuance of the alcohol, the spicy and the slightly heavy, and the last longer in your mouth. It's really like hanging on your throat like this. So in the sake tasting, we say the taste like, how can I say, pushing taste. We say the oshiaji, pushing taste. So this kind of sake is very typical in the countryside. And for example, here this sake is brewed in the Ehime Prefecture. Ehime Prefecture is how can I say, the land of the fisherman. So for the fisherman, after hard work of the in the sea, on the sea, so how can I say, after the work, they are very, very tired. So they want a bold taste and also the strong alcohol. So this kind of sake is either very familiar to the fisherman. So this kind of sake is seafood is very, very nice. Seafood is very nice. And also I think it's very nice with hot sake. Hot sake is also very nice. So of course there is several variation, several trends of the Japanese sake. So the modern trend sake is always, how can I say, mask the nuance of alcohol. So it must be clear, it must be easy to drink. So that is a modern trend, but this kind of sake is a little bit opposite. So they emphasize the alcohol. Yeah, so and the kind of sake that push your throat. So it means you can drink endless. 15. So Japanese sake normally it has a 15 to 16 degree of alcohol, but sometimes 減酒ありましたね。これかな？これ減酒でもちょっと高い。So there's sometimes the more stronger one, like 20 degree of alcohol. はい。今これ皆さん飲んでますか？はい。Okay, the fifth glass is this. じゃあ僕もちょっとください。はい。ちょっとテイスティングします。うん。うんうん。これ多分古酒かな。うん。純米吟醸で、うん。はい。さて、how about the fifth glass? Yes. うん。うんうんうんうん。Yeah. So so fifth glass is a mature taste, and I feel it a little bit like aged sake. So maybe you feel that just a little bit of caramel flavor or so this kind of sake is for the hot sake normally. So actually with the room temperature, the taste is of course it's nice, but the over 50 Celsius, 40 degrees Celsius is the best condition, I think. So, はい。
so the for me, this sake is also a very classic taste because there are so many amino acids inside the bottle. So so this one or this one, so the less amino acid, so that tastes like a little bit wine, and the not so many but enough sourness and the less amino acid and the sweetness of koji. It's drinkable, but this kind of sake is not so drinkable. But it's nice with a hot sake, and also it's nice with a uh, with a with a Japanese traditional pickles, tsukemono pickles. Yeah, pickles. It's very nice with the pickles. So it's very nice with long time drinking. So in the uh, end of the day, the farmer drinks the sake kind of like this with a long time until the night. So じゃあいいですか。あ、桜君。うん。うん。So this sake is very nice. I like it. I like it. 八丁味噌 is so it's not how can I say exactly 八丁味噌 but the same taste. This one is the 八丁味噌. The only soybean.
Hacho means soybean or?
八丁 is means the name of area.
Okay.
So the small area inside the old castle called Hacho.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually this miso is made in the outside of the Hacho, but the process is same. Only soybean and the long time aging, like 2 years.
Can you also tell me the time of the aging of this one? I think these are older, right?
That's right.
And these are fresher.
Yes, that's
What
right.
is like this are 3 or 6 months?
It depends on the region, but actually this is uh, 1 year.
1 year.
1 year,
Okay.
but this area is very very cold, so the
Okay.
fermentation process
Slow.
yeah goes very slow.
Because it's still fresh, you know, it's
Yes,
like
yes,
it
yes,
doesn't have like
yes, and also the ratio of the koji is very high.
okay.
Yeah, so for example this miso is only 5 months.
Oh yeah.
But
Okay.
in the extreme south part, so they always very hot. The fermentation process goes rapid. Yes.
What is your perfect ratio of soybeans versus
My favorite is koji, two koji, like one soybean.
two for you? Okay.
Yeah. So this is my favorite ratio, but
Okay.
it depends on the people.
Okay.
So I like the little bit richer umami and the sweetness. It's my type.
Okay.
But the standard is uh, one koji,
Koji and
one
two.
no one koji, one soybean is the standard ratio.
Okay.
Is dry, mature taste. So that sometimes it's slightly hard for the children and for the people doesn't used to the Japanese traditional cuisine. So the two koji, like one soybean, is easy for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, in Tokyo, you have warm summers, and the winter time is not that cold.
Yeah.
How much time you keep your misos?
Normally 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah.
But
1 year.
yeah,
So making in the winter time,
yes,
like October,
yeah.
like January, and they are waiting for 1 year.
Okay, but you make them in, let's say, restaurant uh, atmosphere, or just like more and traditional way?
So it depends on, but the normally we buy in the supermarket in industrial miso,
Okay.
but the actually the making their own miso, DIY miso,
Yeah.
is becoming popular leisure for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are so many young people who's making their own DIY miso.
But you control, so if you make the miso in this 1 year time frame, you control the atmosphere, like, for example, the Noma style.
So we profit the natural condition,
Yes.
the season's biorism, like that. So the why they make miso in winter time, because in the winter time, so the microbes can't work. How can I say actively? So it's a time to ready to fermentation. So the starting immediately the fermentation process is not good.
Okay.
So it needs a time to ready. So then 3 months, 4 months after the summer coming, so then the microbes become active. So that is an ideal process of the fermentation.
So you don't like this kind of 1 month, 2 months really fast?
But you can do.
Yeah.
You can do. You can do. For example, in Kyoto, the very old city in Japan. So there's a culture of the very fast fermentation miso, like 3 days.
3 days.
3 days.
Okay.
So it's the same concept as the amazake. So you put for example, 3 koji by 1 soybean, and the less salt, like 3-4%, and blend 3 things in the tank. Then warm the tank up until the 50 degree,
Okay.
50 degrees Celsius normally. Then the 1 day of fermentation, that warm.
Yeah.
So it becoming the miso.
Okay. So
Yeah,
also for 1 year, how much ratio of salt?
12% is the best. 12.
12.
Yes,
12.
12.
Oh,
Yes,
it's
12.
not.
So the
Not.
1 year fermentation is one koji, one soybean ratio, and 12% of salt, and the normal salt is better. Do not use please do not use special salt.
Yeah, yeah.
So the rich minerals block the fermentation.
Okay.
So the normal salt is better.
Like sea salt
Yeah,
without
sea salt.
iodine.
Yes, 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 exactly. And the 12% of salt and the 1 year fermentation, and the making season is winter. Should be winter. That is the standard way.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. I also have a question regarding the tamari.
yeah.
So tamari is the liquid on top of the miso.
So sometimes yes, but the industrial production is same like soybean. So they make it for only for the liquid. But the handmade is like that. So if you make the miso,
Yes.
the on top of the tank, there the how can I say come up all the liquid. So you put the liquid. That means the tamari soy come up.
And how can you make just tamari without making miso?
And the ratio of the salt water.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So if you want tamari shoyu, so they put so many salt So you have to change the ratio. So actually the miso making and soy making, the big difference is the ratio of the salt water.
Thank you so much.
So
Really nice having you.
Yeah, so to speak, you, はい。そうです。はい、そうしましょう。はい。Okay, so I hope you tried all of things. So we have to wrap up this event. Okay, thank you very much for everyone. I hope you enjoy the tasting. Okay, thank you very much. I wanna ask if it is fun for you my lecture. If it's fun, please clap your hands. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Ogura. Thank you very much for everybody for attending this event and for closing it. Of course, you can ask as many questions if you want. After that, Mr. Ogura will be here and will be very glad to respond to your questions. But for now, we want to close this ceremony. And I am very glad to announce that our support partner, JETRO, Bucharest, Romania, has an announcement to make. So please.
Hi, everyone. Thank you all for being here. I represent JETRO. JETRO is a government agency with more than 6 years of experience in international trade. And yes, we provide samples to overseas buyers. And I hope you all enjoy the types of sake you have tasted today. If you're interested to find out more about the Japanese companies producing these types of sake, I can explain you how to you can do that. Maybe you already found among the documents you have the Japan Street catalog we have for you. It's an online platform created by the Japanese government that promotes Japanese unique products. There are over 41,000 unique products from Japan. And JETRO facilitates business meetings between Japanese companies and local business partners. Japan Street platform is available for JETRO invited buyers only. Registration is free of charge, and JETRO facilitates business meetings. And yeah, I invite you all to explore the products. You can find fresh food, drinks, of course, many other types of products like cosmetics and home appliances as well. But yeah, that's mainly all I had to say. It's an invitation for you all to join, to check the platform if you're interested to get in touch with Japanese local suppliers. Thank you.
Okay, and for concluding this event, it's my pleasure to pass the floor again to Ms. Popa, Mariana Popa, for addressing us a few words, please.
Thank you, Mr. Ogura, for coming and for this beautiful lecture. It was really a pleasure for us to discover all this food and all this complicated history and process of making fermented food. it was really nice for us. Mulțumim mult pentru că ați venit într-un număr destul de mare și că ați stat până la final o parte din voi. Sper că v-a plăcut și ați găsit util tot ce ați învățat astăzi sau ce ați aflat astăzi și ce ați degustat. Ce mai vreau să mai spun este că chiar zilele trecute a venit la Hobby Chef, magazinul nostru de accesorii, o linie nouă de produse pentru bucătăriile asiatice și pentru astăzi avem o ofertă de 35% la această linie de produse. Vă invit să intrați în Hobby Chef să le vedeți, sunt de o calitate extraordinară și sperăm să vă se pară utile pentru business-ul dumneavoastră. În plus, mâine mai avem încă o demonstrație. Dacă vă interesează, avem o demonstrație de cuptoare Unox, unde vom prezenta noile lor cuptoare combi și o friteză Superfry, noua friteză, una dintre cele mai puternice la ora actuală, de la Ofcar. Așa că dacă cumva vă interesează astfel de demonstrații, vă rog să vă apropiați, vă facem o înscriere pentru masterclass-ul de mâine, care are loc de la ora 10 până la ora 13, cred că ține masterclass-ul de mâine. Vă mulțumim mult încă o dată și o zi bună vă dorim. Mulțumim!
So this was our event for today. Thank you very much for coming and for taking part in it. And our last request for you all will be to fill in the questionnaires that you have in your map and pass them through me or my colleagues. So pentru ultima rugăminte pe care o avem la dumneavoastră este dacă puteți să completați chestionarele pe care le-ați primit și să ni le dați uneia dintre noi, mie sau colegelor mele. Vă mulțumim foarte mult pentru participare și vă urăm o zi frumoasă în continuare.
One more request. Take a picture all together.
Și bineînțeles, nu putem să nu onorăm ultima rugăminte a domnului Ogura de a face o fotografie împreună, vă rog.